Hey everyone, welcome back. We're from Back to Your Roots Herbs, and we've got something really cool to share today.
Yeah, we're diving into the world of Macellarea acuminata.
Have you heard of this one?
It's got a super rich history, and it's only getting more and more interesting as science catches up. We're talking oral hygiene, vitality, the whole 9 yards.
Seriously, it's like this plant has been quietly helping people for ages.
Yeah.
Like different cultures across West and Central Africa all have their own names for it.
Oh, absolutely. Take the Yoruba people in Nigeria, for example. They call it Pako Ije, which basically translates to Ijebu chewing stick.
Chewing stick, that's interesting.
It's been their traditional toothbrush for, well, who knows how long. You literally chew on the stem, and it kind of turns into this fibrous brush.
So it's not just about the physical cleaning action
No
then, right?
way. No way. This plant is packed with compounds like tannins and saponins.
And those are.
They're antimicrobial powerhouses. Think of them as nature's little warriors fighting off those nasty bacteria that can cause plaque and gum disease.
So every time you chew, you're basically releasing this army of good stuff to keep your mouth healthy.
Exactly. And the cool thing is, it's not just some old wives' tale. Studies have shown that it's actually effective against bacteria like Streptococcus and Lactobacillus.
Wow. I read somewhere that Macellarea acuminata might be as good as or even better than some commercial toothbrushes.
Yeah, that's what's so fascinating. This natural solution has been there all along.
It's kind of mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you think about how many people in West Africa, particularly in Nigeria, rely on chewing sticks for oral hygiene.
Makes you wonder what other natural solutions we've overlooked.
It really does.
Yeah.
So, okay, oral hygiene is one thing, but this plant also has a reputation for being, well, a bit of an aphrodisiac.
Oh, yeah, that's where things get really interesting. Traditionally, the stem and root have been used in Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire to, shall we say, enhance certain experiences.
And it's not just hearsay, right? There's actual scientific research happening around this.
There is. Researchers have been looking into this traditional use. Studies on rats have shown some pretty intriguing results.
Such as?
Well, they've observed increased libido, more frequent mounting behavior, even a longer time before, ejaculation.
Hmm. So what's going on inside the plant that might cause these effects?
Scientists believe it's the alkaloids, saponins, and flavonoids. Those compounds seem to be the key players.
And it's not just Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire,
Right.
right?
In Ghana, chewing the roots is a traditional way to boost vitality. And in Equatorial Guinea, both the root and stem bark are used similarly.
It's amazing, isn't it? One plant,
Yeah.
so many uses across different cultures.
It really speaks to the power of traditional knowledge.
And speaking of uses, did you know that Macellarea acuminata has a bunch of other medicinal applications? It's not just about teeth and, well.
Oh, yeah, this plant is versatile. The fruit juice, for example, has traditionally been used in Sierra Leone for eye infections.
Eye infections, that's wild.
I know, right? And then in Cameroon, they use the fruits for sinusitis relief.
Sinusitis. Seriously, what else?
Okay, get this. Diarrhea, dysentery, muscle pain, even venereal diseases.
No way.
Oh, and there's more. Hernia, sterility, ovarian disorders, fevers, difficult deliveries. I mean, the list goes on and on.
You're kidding. Rheumatic pains, problems with urination, even as an antidote for certain poisons.
Mm.
I read that it's been used for coughs, pain relief, arthritis, oh, and liver and kidney issues too.
And there's the traditional use for genital issues and regulating menstrual cycles.
And even, hold on, as an anti-abortifacient, a fever reducer. And the leaves, get this, they've been used as a fish poison.
Wow, that's a lot. And even the bark is traditionally used for liver and kidney problems. And there are records of it being used as a herbal treatment for psychosis in Western Africa.
That's a pretty impressive resume for one plant.
Yeah.
So all these different uses, there's got to be some serious chemistry going on, right? What have scientists found?
It's a whole pharmacy in there. Alkaloids, we've talked about those, but also saponins, anthracenones, flavonoids, tannins, phenolic compounds.
Those are all like categories of compounds, right?
Mm.
What about specific ones?
Right, there are a few standouts. Macellarian, found in the leaves, it's got antimicrobial and anti-cancer properties.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a cuminata side from the stem and leaf. That one's shown some promising anti-cancer activity, too.
So we've got a plant that's a traditional toothbrush, a potential vitality booster,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even a cancer fighter.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
So this antimicrobial action, it's not limited to just the mouth, right?
Nope, not at all. Research has shown Macellarea acuminata can tackle a whole range of bacteria and fungi.
Like,
Think Staphylococcus aureus, Streptococcus mutans, Candida albicans, even E. coli.
it's like a natural antibiotic. Haven't there been studies comparing it to actual medications?
Yeah, there have been some. Some studies have looked at how Macellaria acuminata extracts measure up against commercial mouthwashes and even some antibiotics.
Interesting. What else is going on in the research world? I vaguely remember something about antioxidant properties.
Oh yeah, the leaf extracts have shown some definite antioxidant activity.
So, fighting free radicals, protecting our cells. And weren't there also studies about hormonal effects, especially related to male vitality?
You're remembering correctly, there's research suggesting potential androgenic and gonadotropic effects.
And what about blood sugar? Wasn't there something about that too?
Yes, there's been research into the anti-hyperglycemic activity of the leaf extracts. They think a cuminaticide plays a role in that.
It's really amazing how traditional knowledge and science are coming together to unravel all these amazing properties of Macellaria acuminata.
Totally. And there's still so much to discover.
It's like we just scratched the surface.
Exactly. Even those less well-known traditional uses, like for psychosis and liver health, are starting to get some scientific attention.
So much potential. You know, here at Back to Your Roots Herbs, we're all about bringing these amazing natural resources to light. It's so important to honor traditional wisdom and see how it connects with modern science.
Absolutely. It's about bridging that gap and helping people tap into the power of nature.
So to wrap things up, let's recap what we've learned about this incredible plant.
Okay, so first off, the traditional use as a chewing stick. It's been keeping mouths healthy for generations with its antimicrobial action.
And then there's that whole aphrodisiac reputation. Science is starting to uncover the potential mechanisms behind that traditional use too.
And then all those other traditional medicinal applications, from eye infections to sinusitis to a whole host of other ailments.
Seriously, the list was so long, it just shows you how much potential this plant holds.
And what's even cooler is that science is actually starting to back up a lot of that traditional knowledge. We're talking alkaloids, saponins, macellarin, acuminaticide,
It's like a whole treasure chest of natural remedies just waiting to be explored.
isn't it? And all this from a plant that people have been using for centuries. It just goes to show how much we can learn from nature.
I totally agree. So if you're intrigued by Macellaria acuminata, head over to www.backtoyourrootsherbs.com. You've got all the details there, and you'll find a direct link to our Macellaria acuminata product in the description below.
We encourage you to keep exploring. You never know what other amazing secrets nature has in store for us. Who knows what we'll uncover next?
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
See you then.